So, apparently we're gonna have our Blade Liger and our Lightning Sykes against a Blade Liger and a Lightning Sykes. Fantastic. But, of course, ours are not stock, and theirs is, aside from the fact that, it's now a Blade Liger AB, which obviously means Blade Liger with attack boosters. It's basically just a stock Blade Liger with attack boosters. So you could have bought that if you wanted a, stock Blade Liger, and we didn't want to buy the attack booster separately. But I can't really imagine why you'd want that when you can afford, one of these. One of the better high-end Blade Ligers. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Zoids Battle Legends. We're now moving on to the next battle, where we're basically fighting our own team, except our team has more expensive Zoid models than theirs. So yeah, and we just halfway killed one of them with a single hit. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Now our Lightning Sykes has just showed up to show how much better it is than their Lightning Sykes, which we already killed. So wow, this really is going fast. I'm barely having time to explain what kind of battle we're fighting before it's already over. Unfortunately, I sliced up my own Lightning Sykes a little bit there with that that exchange. So yeah, it's basically they have the exact same weapons now as we do, except we have missiles and they don't. But they won't really be all that good. There's going to be a lot of Blade Liger and Blade Liger action here. He's got a shield and we don't, although we have boosters. So we can hit him with our blades faster than he can hit us with his. And you may be noticing that the volume is actually back to normal during this recording session. The last couple recording sessions, the last section of... Oh dang, we're really tearing each other up here. The last section of Ratchet Deadlocked and the last couple sections of this were... the audio was messed up for some reason, like it wasn't recording at full volume. There we go, that was a nice blade exchange. But, for whatever reason, the problem just sort of fixed itself. I don't know why, so the volume is back to normal. And, I mean, I tried to fix it with the last video of the last recording session where the volume was down by turning it up to like 600%, and it was still just like less than a quarter of the way up the volume spectrum here on iMovie, but whatever, it just fixed itself. That's the one thing that has always plagued me about making videos, regardless of what kind of videos they are. There's always some random ass problem that just wants to go ahead and fix itself at complete random, and it just leaves the same way it came, as without warning and without any kind of solution whatsoever. Anyway, without getting sidetracked on completely unrelated topics to this game, we have just decimated a team identical to ourselves, and now we have go up against Hilt and Raven, who have an Iron Kong and the Geno Saurer, which I believe Hilt's never actually has an Iron Kong in Chaotic Sentry. It's just they needed someone to be Raven's ally here, because Hilt's doesn't even come into it until Season 2, I guess. Anyway, I'm looking through the Zoids here to see if there's anything else I want to buy, because I have a decent amount of money now. And you know, there really isn't. I was thinking about getting a Red Horn, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm still nowhere near being able to afford any of the Liger Zero upgrades. Koenig Wolf is 90,000, jeez. Yeah, we're good with what we got here. Pretty much any of these battles you could do fine with either the Blade Liger or the Lightning Sykes, but there's a few that I will say choose one over the other. And here I'm trying to use the missiles on this Iron Kong here. It's just a stock Iron Kong too, nothing special about it at all. But we should have a fairly easy time taking this guy down with the Blade Liger. As good as the Iron Kong is at close range, if you saw my entry in the tournament, to try to beat that Gojless in a certain amount of time without using any weapons, I chose the Iron Kong because of its supreme melee attacks. But we have blades and it doesn't, so we have an advantage. It's already almost dead. What am I talking about here? I don't need to use the blades. Yeah, the type boosters are still doing a fairly good job. I still don't particularly care for them because they don't have a very good rate of fire. Okay, let's use the blades here. Let's finish them off. Whoa-blam! There we go. But yeah, I still don't like the attack boosters don't have as much of a rate of fire as, like, say, the lightning strike's weapon, for instance. Ooh, he got me. But, that's just because I haven't used the Blade Liger in a while, so I'm not used to it. I still say the attack boosters are good. Let's go after the Geno Saurer. Well, that was interesting. My ally killed the Geno Saurer all by himself. I didn't expect that. Well, that's really lame, actually, because I won't get any points for killing him. I only get the 3,000 for killing the Iron Kong. And we don't get to see the epic battle of the Blade Liger versus the Geno Saurer as seen in Chaotic Sentry. That is really random. I really would have liked to know how that went. Because I seriously don't know how he was able to take him down all by himself. Okay, anyway, moving on. Now, Raven has immediately upgraded miraculously to the Geno Breaker, and his ally is Reese, who has the Psycho Geno Saurer, which is like the top of the line Geno Saurer, and is actually I really like that Zoid. I really like the Psycho Geno Saurer. It's probably my favorite Geno Saurer or favorite Geno Zoid at all. And it has missiles on it, so it has actually a decent amount of weapons compared to the regular Geno Saurers and the Geno Breaker. I'm gonna switch Zoids real quick here for this battle, just because. Go ahead and save real quick. Have I said that in like any other way throughout this LP? I've always said it, gonna go ahead and save real quick. I've never said it in any other way, it seems. I'm gonna say it differently next time, I promise. Anyway, whenever you get this map during the tournament mode and you have one enemy on one side of you and one enemy on the other side of you and your ally across from you, it's kind of annoying because it's just a really bad setup and you're really close to where the enemies spawn. So, alright, so here's the Geno Breaker, which, as I've showed off before, is a bit harmless compared to how it is in the anime, where it was just like brutally overpowered and completely undefeatable. It's really not all that much to worry about in the game here, which is disappointing. I much prefer the Geno Saurer because it has those pulse cannons. Other than that, they are very similar with their melee attacks. Yeah, we almost got him. Yeah, there's really not much else to say. He only has two weapons, the weapon binder and that random single barrel cannon as seen underneath the head of the Darkhorn. I don't really know what to call that weapon. Oh, almost got him. I don't want to get too close to him. Because like I said, he's got some ferocious melee attacks. I could have done this with the Blade Liger. I don't know. I really don't actually know why I decided to do this with the Lightning Strike. Maybe I was not too pleased with my performance with the Blade Liger in the last battle. Wow. My ally just seems to want to eat Geno Saurers today. This thing is already almost dead, but I guess you'll get a better glimpse of the Geno Saurer in this battle than you did in the last one, but I still haven't really demonstrated it all that well compared to the Geno Breaker, which I've shown quite a bit throughout this game. Alright, we won. So yeah, again, that was not much trouble at all, but at least we got the kill this time and got points for it, because we don't get points of our enemy kill, or our ally kills our enemies. So we get 5,600 for just for killing them, so we did alright that time.